I ain't done nothing.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with the headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come here. Come on, let's see what you made Scratch. Not the best thing to do. You're out of here.
Come on, he's not so tough.
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that. You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
What can I do for you?
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one. Drink to our youth, today's come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Frick, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will
Need something?
We'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
God beckons every one of
I'm
us.
so hungry. Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said he should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
What? Why are you looking at me?
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
Come by Bellathor's shop, for sure we got
Walks
something
around Dragonsreach like a preening rooster. I could do his job blindfolded.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one.
What are you staring at?
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
you want. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for them. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Well, that all depends on you now, doesn't it? Sure, whatever.
Need something? It's been a while now. I miss him, but it's clear he's not coming back. He knew what he was getting into. I don't blame anyone. If you need a drink, just holler.
Sing you a special song tonight, quaint for a little beggar.
Not now, I'm working.
You're always working. Why else would I spend so much time here?
Mikhail is quite the songbird. Maybe he's the reason you're here all the time.
Aye, the bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just make sure his music is the only thing you're admiring.
If it's a lady you're
Oh,
looking for,
John,
you must look
darling.
elsewhere.
You know you're the only
Once Mikhail gets in.
stone-biting, knuckle-dragging Nord for me.
Ah, that's my girl.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. Oh, come on, leave it alone. He's gone. There's no use in talking about it anymore. I wish everyone could just get past that and get on with their lives.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
If you need more food or drink, depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
It's like how quickly do they refill their menu? Seems like she's out.
Now please, no more questions.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Need supplies? See Bellator at his store. Sleazy little man. He has good
Something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. anytime if you need a remedy.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Isn't it obvious? By the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Take a look.
Oh. 237. I want that one. How much can I sell mine there? What is the difference having a bedroll and not having the bed the bedroll? $800, Jesus. There's got to be a reason. Hold on.
Do come back.
Why we have a bedroll?
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day? My friend Maven and I, have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world, know the place of others, too.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days.
I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. My input is invaluable, of course. But this is all probably a bit over your head.
Need something?
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Can't wait to gut one of his rebels.
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward. Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
The White Gold Concordat.
well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here. And in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of a voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. May Talos guide you, always.
Ain't nobody hiding. Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his. If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just
What's the
unsheathed.
meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. As Housecarl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right.
starting to think...
I want to hear what he has to say.
Need something? Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. We met as youth and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. take your pick. Dragons, stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assault on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
All this standing around is rubbish. You should be taken to fight with the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the whole is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. What do you need? A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Still here. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of you. Great warriors.
What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Rogers? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
Falkreath will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here,
Take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Faringar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Faringar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks he can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? Where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Abernethy. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. I wonder what Irileth is so excited about.
Faringar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Let's go. I want to hear about this dragon.